Lucky dawn breaks bright, turns through all the night. Chasing shadows, play night turns into day. A lady on wings grace, sunlight on her face. Rooster calls awake, morning's fresh embrace. Mornings of mischief, rise, laughing sky and surprise. Every day a new start, mischief in my heart. Mother cats in line, kittens all entwined. Glitter boots a tune on the rainbow moon. Manhattan's working fast, grasp future, leave the past. Flaming wonders soar, open every door. Mornings of mischief, rise, laughing sky and surprise. Every day a new start, mischief in my heart. Mother cats in line, kittens all entwined. Gray roots are true under rainbow moon. Mad hands, working fast and stolen dreams. Flaming rooster, wild it screams. Can't think of it, struts its way. Life's a show on a crazy day. Unicorn camise, colors bright, laughing Arwen in the night. Hey-oh! Angry Dave Bob's in a rage. Flip the script, let's turn the page. Fox and flames amid so wild, crazy world like a child's. Laughing, crying, all the same. Play this quirky, fun-filled game. Rainbow candy, sugar high. Take a leap, aim for the sky. Dizzy spins, the world will sway. In this chaos we will play. Broken forks, a spark ignites. Stolen thoughts in all the lights. Hold on tight, let's ride this wave. Save the best for last, we'll save. Fox and flames amid so wild, crazy world like a child's. Laughing, crying, all the same. Play this quirky, fun-filled game. Be great, be excellent, always be friend. Come on back, take a bow. We are out. Later, y'all.
Greetings, one and all, and welcome to the Week in Review here on Mornings of Mischief. I'm your host, Stone Loki. Good morning, everybody. Hopefully you guys are kicking butt and taking names because it's Friday. It's Friday, and we've got some excellent news. This is it.
We're tapping out.
After episode 3 and episode 4. Which are two of the most boring things I think I've ever seen on TV. That includes everything I ever saw on the CW. I think we're done. I think we're done. Unless we can have some sort of laugh and fun with this. Right now, it is just very abysmal and sad. I don't blame anybody for not wanting to watch this show, not wanting to talk about this show. It's trash. It's absolute trash. There's multiple times where I was watching episode 4 where I was like, I've seen this in a CW episode of something, Arrow, something. Half of it is them talking on a path, like they're in a hallway. It's just, yeah. So I think we're going to tap out. Arwen will be back next week. Arwen had some girly business to take care of today, so she will be back next week.
The unicorns are unleashed, so she's trying to track them down.
Oh my God.
Mind numbing.
It's bad.
Let's say good morning to everybody out there in chat. We've got the longest parsec. Hey, my internet's back up. Skull, brother. Hell yeah, I'm the internet getting backed up. Has Arwen been kidnapped by her cats? Something like that. It's something like that. They saw the bottom of the bowl and they were pissed. Chris Persia, most likely Flash. They're always talking about feelings in hallways.
Yep.
It's either that or Arrow. So, God help me, but it's bad. Project Cambrian, what is up? That song would be perfect, save missing one crucial element. Closing the song with a blush-worthy Arwen quote and laughing. I'll see what I can do. And we will see what we can do. Buffy the Vampire Slayer over Arrow. Yes, I would agree with that. 100%. Keely Chow. Roll Tide, brother. Roll Tide and good morning. Man Squatch. What is up, Man Squatch? How are you doing, brother? We got some cool stuff to check out from Man Squatch this morning. I have to, you guys will have to tell us what you think about some of this really cool stuff he did this morning. The green suit, the Arwen in the green suit is like, holy crap. Let me get the first one pulled up.
Skin tight.
Oh my. Dave Bob, you're just like the cock of the walk, bro.
Got that flaming red crown.
And Arwen, you are so green. And there's some more green. Oh my.
Oh. My crown is gone. I'm bald headed.
Yeah, but now you got like what looks like a machine pistol.
Yeah.
And Hollywood is still exploding all around us. I wonder why.
There's a theme there.
There is definitely a theme here. Why would the other one come up? Because it's thinking. There we go.
Now that's a chicken.
A rooster.
A rooster. Well, I love that cat suit.
Arwen is definitely wearing a cat suit. Holy shit.
Yep. It's fitting for her.
Thank you, Man Squatch. Thank you very much, brother. Every Friday we are never disappointed. That is Breaking Bad Day, Bob.
You're absolutely goddamn right.
I saw someone saying they wanted to reboot Buffy and make it trans just to piss everybody off. Okay.
Yeah.
They'll just have a crappy show that nobody's going to watch.
They had queer representation in there with Willa. I mean, why you got to change the main character?
No, that's what they do. Brian, what is up, dude? Life of Brian, our good friend, Speak of the Dead. Brian, what is up, brother? He said, I would never watch Rings of Power. Not enough money in the world. Well, we got pushed back for last week. And I said, if it's funny, if we can laugh about it, if we can have a good time that way, we'll keep doing it. But even with like, okay, there's a couple of like action scenes in this that happen. Even they are just boring. I mean, you would think like a group of D&D traveling elves would fighting a cemetery full of whites would be like, damn, that's badass. What's a white, Loki? It's not a white dude. It's a dead, like what the
wraith almost.
The wraiths in 3 in Return of the King. The men under the mountain. It's like what they are. So, Barrow Whites. Thank you, Project Cambrian. barrel whites. I couldn't think of the first. Yeah. So I mean, you would think that would be cool. That would be a cool scene. I want to see that. A group of like, you know, a fellowship of elves fighting ghosts and shit like that. That would be so badass. It just is. It's not. You're just like,
What's the deal with Galadriel laying down on her horse and shooting arrows? I mean, jeez.
I'm surprised the Fox didn't comment on that.
It's bad.
Well, it's like I said, there was one good part. The windstorm blew all the stuffed olives out of Nori's hair.
Right.
No, but there's like, you would think they would do something cool. That's, I mean, you want this to be successful. You don't want it to be horrible, but it seems like at every point and turn, this is meant to be bad. This is meant to be CW level writing. I said that in our group chat last night.
It's almost like they're trying their very best to be bad. I don't understand it.
And it will not let me throw this over in chat for whatever reason. It's like, no, we're not going to let you put this in the chat. Adega Outlaw sent a $2 Rumble rant over on Rumble. He said, just burn it. Burn it to ash. Have you ever been like, you know, man, I hope we never lose this, or hope nothing ever happens to this? Like cartoons back in the day. There's all kinds of stuff that's lost from cartoons back in the day, Saturday morning cartoons. I kind of hope somehow this happens to this show. Like they lose it forever and it's just gone. Like it never existed. Oh, what happened to that Wangs of Power? Oh, it's gone.
Yeah.
Oh, they never came out with it. No, it's gone.
Take all those digital copies and send them to the ether. Never
Or
to
just
be
build a
seen
bonfire.
again.
Just build a bonfire, throw all the servers in it. Thank you so very much, Adega, for that $2 Rumble rant. This one is just for you, brother. Long live the fighters. Skull!
Long live the fighters!
Do either one of you, because I mean, I just watched this like right before I started getting ready to go to sleep last night. I had finished it at like, I think around 10. I was up till midnight, so I should have full recollection of this. Maybe it's just that it was so bad, I'm like, everything's kind of blurring together. Did we start off with Nori in them, or did we start off with Galadriel being such a girl boss, she doesn't want to take a lieutenant commander position on?
Yeah.
That's where it started.
That's okay.
Yep.
Galadriel's bitching that she can't get, she's not like,
He's not in charge.
she's not in charge. So, and Elrond's like, you know, if you look down on the fact that you would be the lieutenant commander, my second in command, I'll give it to somebody else, and they can do it. They can do the job if you look down on it so much. And she shuts her mouth and takes the position. Was that supposed to like make us think that she's humble or something?
I think that's what they wanted it to be, but it didn't come up. It made her just more insufferable.
Yeah. It just made her snarky. I mean, that's all I saw was just pure snark.
Yep.
Snorter Pooper Scuber says, ugliest elves ever.
Yep.
Let's talk about that for a minute. Let's talk about that. Please don't burn your hard drives. Yeah. Oh. Thank you, Putin's cat. Let's talk about that for a minute. None of the elves look like elves.
No.
They just don't. It's just a fact. None of them look like elves. Galadriel doesn't look like an elf. Elegant in any way. Elrond looks like he's from a boy band.
Doogie Elrod.
Celebrimbro is like,
oh man,
that's Celebrimbro. What'd you say, Project?
He's just a complete fop.
Yeah.
There's a huge difference between showing someone being deceived and someone being stupid. And they are portraying him as an idiot. And
He's a man. He's a man in power. So, of course, he has to be an idiot.
Yeah.
I wasn't trying to cut you off. I was just, that's the way to look at it. He's a guy.
To me, he's just an idiot. He's stupid. Stupid.
Punk Waddle. Good morning, sir. Good morning. P. Lie, I still have no idea why they think the elves would behave like coastal elites.
Yeah.
Project?
What?
Why would the elves act like coastal elites?
Because that's where the writers are from.
Yeah. It's the way they were written. Self-insert.
Why didn't they hire just hire Weta Workshop? Because they didn't want to deal with anybody there. They didn't want to do any of that.
They started out with a pretty good team, but it fell apart almost immediately after.
Mm-hmm.
The oldest, wisest, and fairest of all beings, except on Wangs of Power.
Yep.
Kizzy. Or perhaps the comment of the day. Sound looks hot, or yeah. Yeah, compared to what we got from the elves. Yeah. And he's... How can you spend $250 million on this? That's just for this season. How do you spend $250 million on this?
I have no idea. I'm not sure where the money's going.
I don't even know that they know where the money went. Because it sure didn't go into production value, that's for sure.
No.
Amazon isn't making elves from a Tolkien story, but a reimagining of the ones you might see on the series Carnival Row, which was also an Amazon series. Makes you wonder. Who's in charge at Amazon Studios? Someone who said they were going to watch what?
I just said I think I watched one episode of that Carnival Row and then I gave up on it.
Who is the relatable villain, if not the coastal elite from the writer's room? The show has put the panel into a state of semi-permanent stupefaction.
Yeah, I lost brain cells watching it for sure. Everybody's
I have. Should we talk about Tom Bombadil?
Shoot. Yes, Tom. We get what did you call him? Tom Bombadil.
Yeah, Bomb Bombadil.
Bomb Bombadil.
Bomb Bombadil. Because it's not Tom Bombadil. If you haven't figured that one out yet, just like it's not Gandalf and it's not Slim Lady and it's not
the Dark Wizard,
who is definitely not Sauron.
Which they flat out confirm was a dark wizard, like not even a sorcerer, just a dark wizard. So yeah, it has to be Saruman.
Except he was never a dark wizard.
No.
Not now anyway. Something will happen, and he'll get his memories messed up, and Gandalf will be like, "Oh, hello, I'm Gandalf the Grey. Let me help you up. You are Saruman the White now. Oh God, oh God, help me." Why is it that like the stupidest, cringiest idea we can come up with what's going to happen with this is probably going to be the correct one that actually happens?
It's because you can see the writing on the wall.
Yeah.
Bombadil's cannabis and head shops. Best pipe weed outside the Shire.
Oh, I can't even remember the wasteland Harfoots. What do they call themselves? Sloops or something?
Stoops.
Yeah, the Stoops.
So we have more hobbit-like creatures that aren't hobbits.
Yeah, they're the original. They're the original band that Nori's people supposedly broke off of.
And they're all they're all different. I'll just say that.
Yeah.
Oh, is that how you say it? The Stewars?
Yes. Yeah, that was it. The Stores. Who, if I think that's the line Frodo's descended from.
Oh, isn't that something?
Can't you see the family resemblance?
Loki, every time I see the girl boss with a bow, she got the string so deep in the pocket she couldn't hit the planet in 3 tries. Well, they sure make you think that she's like the greatest marksman on Middle Earth.
Yeah.
Yep.
And she can do it all laying on her back.
On a horse.
On a horse.
One episode of Ass is like $22 million, yes. And they're long, too. They're over an hour long.
Yes.
And a lot of people would be like, well, you know, the longer the episode, the better. Not in this instance.
No.
No, this is more torture than entertainment.
I mean, was there anything entertaining?
I can't think of anything right off the top of my head.
It's just, it's a downer, and I don't want Fridays to be a downer. I definitely don't.
I like to laugh. I don't like to do this. This is painful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Gollum was okay. Give it to us, precious. Let us have the precious. So, they could break anyone. I would agree with that. What would you rather sit through, Rings of Power or the Acolyte? Rings of Power.
Yeah.
I'd sit through Rings of Power before I'd sit through the Acolyte.
I never watched anything. I never watched one episode of the Acolyte, so I don't have any idea.
Either one is torture at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And let's talk about this. I've got to bring this up. The way they're using her ring, it's like
her ring pop. Not her ring, her ring pop.
Yeah, her ring pop. Because it does have that like look of the ring pops of power. It's so stupid. This is it's not like a
crystal ball.
Well, not just that, but it's not like Sauron's ring. Their rings are not like Sauron's ring.
Mm-hmm.
And the whole point of the three was that Sauron didn't have any influence over the three.
Yep, those are the only uncorrupted rings.
Oh, but Loki, Galadriel went all, ooh, no. That whole thing, and no matter how cool people think it was, that whole thing in The Hobbit, where she's like, I'm going to be Super Saiyan Galadriel. That was one of the most horrible parts in that movie. Because that wasn't Galadriel. Galadriel didn't go Super Saiyan and get all, I will be, you know. Now, did that happen with the ring? The actual ring, you could say that could happen around the actual ring because it tempts everybody who's near it. That's why she's like, I passed the test. I will go and diminish. Because she was able to turn away from it and be like, no, I don't want it.
Right.
That was the whole point of that. Her ring didn't have that power over her. Ugh. Guys, I'm not one to stir the pot. Okay, yes, I am. But where's the rage about how bad this is and what this does to Tolkien?
It's not Tolkien.
It's not Tolkien.
It's absolutely not Tolkien.
I mean, that's the only way to put it. This is just fanfic based on elves and orcs. It has nothing to do with Tolkien.
They want you to believe, and they've set this up in the first 4 episodes. They want you to believe that this is connected to the Warner Brothers movies. That there's a direct connection between the Warner Brother movies and this. And they use stupid little tricks to try and make you think. They'll use the shadow of a piece of music to make you think it does. They will use, oh, look what we did. We went back and we filmed at the same place that that Aragorn and Legolas and Gimli were running when they were chasing Merry and Pippin. We're going to go back and we're going to tape at the same place. And then we're going to insert our little elves into the scene so that they could be running exactly where Aragorn and Legolas and Gimli ran. Just because you know the mountain where they filmed that, oh, well, look what we found. We found the right one. Doesn't mean that it's connected to Lord of the Rings. Just because you have a running scene where they're running and it's boring, it's not, you know, da-dun, dun, da-da-dun, 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 dun, 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 kicking ass, taking names, where you're like, yeah, go boys, go boys, go. It's not like that at all. And you're just like, what am I watching? Oh, look, little CG characters running around the little mountain range that they taped.
Yay.
What if they bedazzled, just bedazzle the whole damn cast of the original movie and make them very bedazzled when they did the movie? And you've still got good writing.
Yeah.
It's just coming out of bedazzled actors. But
And a competent director.
Yeah, and a competent director. So this show does not have that.
This show has very little of anything as far as quality or anything.
Galadriel is like a modern woman that thinks he's a bad boy, but I can change him, referring to Sauron.
Oh yeah, they're trying to ship that. That first season was all about that.
Yes, Queen, Queens of the Rings.
Yeah.
It's a slim lady kind of production. It's not an Amazon production. They should just change the name of the studio now to Slim Lady. they return in this for all of 2 minutes. And you're just like, why even have this in the, what's the point? If you sit down and you watch an episode of this, you are asking yourself, what's the point of this scene? Because there is no point.
They jumped around from scene to scene so many times. I just lost interest. Whereas you fell asleep and had to rewind it, me, I just let it go.
Soul Assassin, from what I understand, they're in a 5-year deal.
Yep.
They have to make 5 seasons of this.
Yep.
So unless
That's what I've heard as well.
buy themselves out of that contract, they're stuck. They're stuck making this for another 3 seasons. That's $750 million. So all in all, this is probably going to come out to be the most expensive 5 seasons of television ever recorded in history. Because you've got $500 million for the rights. You've got another $250 million for this first season, along with, what was it, $150 million in advertising, because they threw the picture and the name of this on everything.
Yep.
And then another $250 million. You're talking about, they're at $1.25 billion now.
And that photo op shoot of all of them in that forest, with their little costumes, I guess is the best way I can put it. Started off with Galadriel.
And they're still doing the name thing, and that's just it's so
Sauron.
Galadriel.
Region.
Region. I thought it was Origian. That was just me. I thought that's what I wanted. Origian. But they say Region. It's oregano. The land of oregano. In the land of oregano. In the fires of Mary's weed pipe. It came. The power of oregano.
It goes great with those pimento olives.
Yeah.
So did she finally lose that? Someone said she lost that. It got blown out of her hair.
It did.
Yeah. She lost all her olives
That were filled with pimentos.
But the other one, she still had something in her hair. I don't know.
They're nuts. She's got like acorns in her hair.
Well, I think the nuts were gone. She just had a few leaves left in hers.
Salted pork. Mm. Snortopupus cuber.
Snortopupus cuber.
Snortopupus. Oh my God. In the land of oregano, in the pies of Mount Cabanera. It's and guys, it's just words to them. Yeah. I think that's the problem. There is no heart to any of this.
There's no story.
No, there's no story. Galadriel is not Galadriel. I mean, she's married. She's supposed to be at a keep, and yet she's out slaying orcs.
I love how Dave Bob puts that. She's married. She should be barefoot in her keep.
Yep.
Oh my God. She wasn't a frontline warrior.
No.
Does that matter? Does that matter? At the end of the day, does that matter? They could have done this. They could have done this and made it work. They could have. They chose not to. They chose to make her this like Sarah Connor wannabe.
Yeah.
And that's not who she is. Okay, so if you're going to completely change the way a character functions, why are you in charge of that character? If you're not honoring the way that character was written, why are you in charge of that character? You shouldn't be. Okay, can you try new things? Sure you can. Is there a way to make her a frontline warrior that isn't so dumb and stupid that it's like this? Yes, you make her lovable. You make people love her. You make people care about her. You show everyone that she can be just as tender, beautiful, and womanly as she can be a warrior.
Mm-hmm.
How do I understand this? And whoever the hell is writing this, Dren, doesn't.
They don't have good writers. I mean, just say it, admit it. They have shit writers, they have shit directors, and dare I say it, I'm not even going to go there.
And Jill knows what she's talking about, right? There's no story, no character development. Silmarillion is a history, a genealogy of the elves, and basically like the Torah of Middle Earth. I would agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
And you cannot make a series based on the appendices of a book. I'm just saying. You
can try, but you can see what happens.
I mean, if they fed all this into a computer and it was spitting out a story, I can see that. I could see this being completely AI.
I don't even think AI could write this bad.
Loki, Galadriel wasn't a frontline warrior. They chose not to have her married to Celeborn in order to preserve her agency and to ship her and Halbrand, i.e. Haladriel.
I'm still thinking they want to have a Galadriel, Halbrand, Elrond love triangle.
Oh no.
That's what I think they might be trying to do.
No, please God help us. No. I don't know. I'm out. So yeah. I'm not going to keep watching this. I can't. It's just, it's if I need to go to sleep, if I've got insomniac at night, I know just what to put on. They're elves, so daisy chain. So yes, we've tapped out of a couple of things before. Batwoman being one of them. So it's my job to keep us having fun and to keep the show, keep people smiling, keep people laughing. I have fun, and this is not fun. I can't even shit on how not fun this is. Because I mean, if I could shit on it and laugh at it for how not fun it is, that would be something. At least falling asleep in the middle of this multiple times to the point where I like woke up and I had to backtrack because I didn't know what the hell was going on. That tells you everything you need to know right there about how bad it is. I don't do that. I've only done that like once or twice in my life in a movie theater. Some people are like, well, you're getting older, Loki. I am 44 years old. I am not like 60 or 70 years old falling asleep in the chair watching Dynasty.
That would be me.
Hey, honey, when's Dallas on? I want to see who shot JR.
At least Dallas was entertaining.
It's true.
Nap of the Rings. But that's what it reminds me of. is something like, and I mean, Dallas is a better show than this, but it reminds
Insomniac
me.
Theater.
It's like if they took one of those CW shows, The Flash, Green Arrow, Supergirl, one of them, and molded it with The Young and the Restless, and this is what you get. There is a lot of, man, I feel like I'm watching a soap opera, and not a good soap opera, but a very bad soap opera. And
As the stomach churns.
Jill says, Loki, I'm 62. I'm not watching Dynasty, but I prefer old movies and series where the writers knew what they were doing. Exactly. Exactly, Jill. You want to have fun. You want to enjoy it. If it's fun and it's enjoyable, or at least if we were going back and forth on our phones, because that's what we pretty much did with the first couple of episodes. We were like, oh my God, I can't believe they did that. Ah! And all of us in a DM group laughing about how dumb this was. At least that is something. That is enjoyable. We have fun doing that. This last episode is just
a slog.
Yes.
And I don't want to come up here on Friday and give you guys a slog for a review.
Honestly, if I have to watch another one of these, I might never recover.
I love how he worded that just right. Imagine Battlestar Galactica 2003 was out today. It wouldn't be. Or it'd be an all-girl cast.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to go and repopulate without men. We are on our way to a new galaxy where we'll be safe from the male patriarchal Cylons. It's an all-woman cast. And they're going to go and repopulate the species of all women on another planet. That's what you'd get.
Yes.
You wouldn't get Battlestar Galactica
No.
2003.
We're not getting much of anything anymore.
Good morning, Brandon. Good to see you, brother. 2 days in a row. 10 years ago, we still had the hub, and now we have a crappy cable channel that is not making that much money from Warner Brothers. Discovery Family sucks, and Discovery Family kill Discovery Family. And HBO's on the Disney package. Ugh. Why is HBO Max on the Disney package? I would not be okay with that. Just me. But no. I want mine to be the best. And I'm not going to team up and give my competition money out of my pocket. There is no Battlestar Galactica reboot coming. Yeah, they canceled it.
Yeah. Everybody, all the original cast from the reboot were just so against it.
The legendary 13th colony of Amazonian women. We must find this sacred planet. The batteries on our cyclones are fully drained. Oh, they're in for a shock. No, because they'd get there and find out that all the Amazonians that left to go live on that planet to make the 13th colony had killed each other over what direction they were going to face the living room in the new big place they were making once they got to the planet. What direction will the window be facing? And they all took each other out over some stupid bullshit like that. They used their nuclear weapons to destroy themselves. So when Battlestar 24 gets to Earth, finally in 2028, it's all a nuclear wasteland. Oh wait, they did that already, didn't they? Oh. Yeah, 2 days after the Amazonian ship, what would we call it? What would be a good Greek?
You damn dirty ape. Get your hands off of me.
The Xena. Once the Xena got there, they just destroyed themselves. So when the new Battlestar gets there and parks in orbit, they're gonna find the
Red
Xena
Sonja.
or the Red Sonja and figure out that all the ladies destroyed themselves. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. I clicked back in and heard Windows. Is this about Mikey? No. No. So it just wouldn't work. They couldn't make it work. Just like they can't make this work. So no, we're tapped out. We're tapped out. We gave it the best shot we could to keep it funny, and they just bored the shit out of us.
They never should have fired the Hadron Collider.
You think that's what's causing all of this?
I think so. I think we're in an alternate universe.
Well, their Tolkien, their Lord of the Rings homage sucks. So
we need some more House of the Dragon.
Sibian. Starship Sibian. So best I can do for you on short notice. They all destroyed each other because they couldn't agree on what direction, north, south, east, or west the window in the kitchen was going to face in the house they were going to build,
or what wall the couch goes on.
So, ratings, thoughts, God help us, what really happened in this episode? Nothing. Even the parts that are supposed to be action-packed, nothing. Sauron, the white wizard that's an evil dark sorceress, knows that someone's coming for him. I just, none of it mattered. I can't believe any of the audience that was there for the first 3 is going back. I'm sure they'll have something, but this is going to be Acolyte level bad. And then everybody's going to scream about it and say anybody that talks about it needs to be demonetized and blah, 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 blah. And how dare you talk bad about our show? But those are just crying little baby bitches that didn't even watch the show, most likely. They just want something to bitch about. So, Project, what did you think? Thoughts? Anything that could have saved this giant dumpster fire of that proportion?
What could have saved this entire dumpster fire? I don't know if that's possible, because the entire premise of the show itself is flawed. If Amazon really wanted to make their money, they could have just, since they have the rights to Lord of the Rings and they were guaranteed 5 seasons, just tell Lord of the Rings. Just do that story. Instead of this,
they can't. They don't have the. They don't
have
the books.
The only thing.
No, they have the rights. No, they have the rights to the books. They don't have the rights.
They
to
have
the
right
to
the appendices
and the Lord of the Rings.
No, they have the right to the appendices. That's it.
I don't think that's true. They wanted to tell a second age story and make this whole thing a prequel. But I'm pretty sure they have the rights to the Lord of the Rings. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
Well, they can't use the characters' names, so if they had the rights to it, they could use the characters' names. Like the wizard, Gandalf, and all that. You know, the Galadriel and all the elves were in the appendices.
Okay.
Because it is about the elves.
I thought they just added to the appendices. Josh is right. The Fellowship of the Ring, Two Towers, Return of the King, the appendices, and The Hobbit. And that is it. We do not have the rights to the Silmarillion, Unfinished Tales, the History of Middle-earth, or any of the other books. So why not do that? There you go. Why not do that?
Would have been the easiest thing to do.
I don't understand their thinking here. If they don't have the rights to the Silmarillion, why do a Silmarillion story?
I don't know.
Whatever they got, they screwed it up big time.
That doesn't make any sense. So, Dave Bob, final thoughts?
I'm glad that we're not going forward with this.
Dave Bob's happy. How about y'all out there in chat? Y'all happy? We're just going to be like and move on to something else. Any suggestions you guys would like to share that you'd be like, Loki, you guys should do this next? Please don't put us through a whole bunch of bullshit, because that's what this is a whole bunch of bullshit. Amazon should be sued by the estate. Yes, they're the ones who are supposed to be in charge of it. And as we've all seen, Jill, they don't want to step in and protect it. They used to be like, literally like, so overprotective about this IP. Like, you can't quote, you can't quote shit. We will come after you and destroy you. And now it's like, oh yeah, tear it apart. Do whatever you want. Piss all over it. We don't care. Marketing Jaws, $10 super chat. What is up, brother? This is hell, boys. We ready to send y'all into the weekend. Going to have some fun this morning. Love y'all.
All right.
Oh yeah, marketing. We love you too, brother. We love you so much that yeah.
Bikini draws on fire in the club, all wire. Turn up all these higher and higher. Drop the beat, let's go. Feel the rhythm flow. Panties hit the floor. Give me more, more, more. Bikini makes it happen hot.
Love you, bro. Oh God. And we do. We love marketing. Thank you, brother, for that $10 super chat. Keep kicking ass, keep taking names. We'll be sending everybody over there as soon as we are done here. But brother, this one is just for you, because I know you're piping hot now and mad. We can breathe some dragon fire. Skull! Damn straight. I'm good with just walking away.
Yep.
So I'm not worried about it at all. We did our best, but like I said, and I said this the other day, if we can't keep it funny and laughing and having a good time, then there's no point in doing it. I'm not doing this trying to make a whole bunch of money. I don't need 1 million subscribers. I just want to put on a good morning show and help people start their day off right with a smile on their face and a song in their heart. That's why I'm in this. It's not to get big YouTube money, which I don't ever want. I don't ever need big YouTube money. So as long as I got enough to cover my bills, keep going to the doctors and getting all the stupid shit they put me on, I'm good. So nothing's ever gonna keep you down. You're the best around. Nothing's gonna ever keep you down. Low-key walking away from Middle Earth cringe. There's too much disrespect and too much BS, and it's boring. It's boring.
It's a very boring show.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep. It's like I said, it's a slog. When you have to just force yourself to watch something that just is not my idea of having fun.
Karate Kid, that's right. Yeah. Miyagi-Do, Tsukurate. Yeah. I love Karate Kid shit. So, not just Cobra Kai, but all the other stuff too.
All the movies.
All the movies and all that shit. Cobra Kai is good, but Cobra Kai wouldn't have Cobra Kai without the first couple of movies. 3, I haven't watched in forever, but the first 2, I watched those not too long ago. I think last year at some point. Good movies.
The one with Danielson, not the remake with Jaden.
They're gonna merge those two properties. So the new movie that's coming up will have Jackie Chan in it. It'll have Daniel Russo in it. It's supposed to have a couple of guest spots from actors from the Cobra Kai TV series. So originally they weren't going to do that. Now apparently all that's changed because of how hyped Cobra Kai is. So you're going to get characters from Cobra Kai in the new Karate Kid movie. So with Jackie's character, 6. What is up, 6? Good morning, 6. Keep kicking ass and keep taking names. That's the one franchise that has been handled with respect. Absolutely, yep. I completely agree with that. Mm-hmm. They had to. They couldn't have made it. They couldn't have made it if. Oh, they could have made it without being respect, but they wouldn't have made it. That is such a niche thing that they had to handle that with respect. Who remembers anything about the Jaden Smith movie? Karate Kid.
Nope.
Had Jackie Chan in it.
That's all I got, yeah.
It wasn't in Japan. It wasn't in Okinawa. It was in China. That's about it. It had Jackie Chan. It was in China. So I want to see the Three Ninjas cameo as Mr. Miyagi's grandsons. I think that's it. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to send you over to Makani Draws, who is just about to start. I want to thank Project Storytime for taking the time to be here. Thank you, brother. I know Fridays are crazy for you. So
no problem.
Thank you.
I just wish the show was more entertaining to talk about.
They want to destroy the nuclear family of Galadriel, Celeborn, and Elrond, half Elven. Yeah. Boy band Elrond. Jackie was a drunk and dealing with the loss of his family. That's it. I didn't even remember that much until you said something they deserted. So. But yeah, guys, check out Makani Draws. We'll be back later tonight for the late show here on Loki's Mornings of Mischief. But until then, take care. Be excellent to each other. Always speak, print, and enter. We'll see you on the next one. Have a great Friday and a weekend, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
These videos are tremendous. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hammer that notification bell.